Hello and welcome back to The Witcher 3. Last time we joined Mislav to kill some wild dogs, and we're going to head out to find where he found some Nilfgaardian bodies. But we also got our first level up, so let's go have a look at that. So we've got basically the way the level ups work in this. If you don't know, you get basically a mutagen slot. Well, you get 4 of them, right? And these give you flat bonuses, and you can make mutagens to put in the slots, and they give you bonuses. Fairly straightforward. These slots are basically ability slots, and they're things that are activated, and then you can spend points to get the abilities you want to activate, put them in the slots, and then if they match the same color, you get an extra bonus. Maybe I didn't explain it amazingly, but we'll get there as we go on. Now, there is a really good one, like a really good one that would make this trivial to do in here. So, if we head down to Gourmet. Now, eating food regenerates vitality for 20 minutes. This means if you eat food, you have continually regenerating health. Now, this is so good that I'm going to deliberately not go for it, which is why I thought I'd mention it. Because I think it might make things too easy, so we're going to not use it. If it turns out we need it, we might take it, but right now, we're going to try and avoid using it. So let's see what we've got. So we've got some general ones. General ones are 1 point, you get one sort of advantage. In the other trees, you kind of have to spend multiple points to get like little advantages, and then you get more points you spend the further you can go in the tree, all that sort of thing. So, what have we got in general? We have sun and stars. So during the day, vitality regenerates while not in combat. At night, stamina regenerates. I never really like these ones, the ones that do different things at day and night. I don't really get them. They don't really work for me. Survival instinct. Increase maximum vitality by 500. Could be really good. Like as an early on ability, could be worth sticking a point into. Definitely a thing that could be good there. So this one is, like these next 3 are kind of what level of armor you wear and what kind of bonuses you get for that. I'm not going to put anything into those right now. Might change depending on how we go, but basically what that's telling us is that light armor is kind of meant for if you're going for like a sword build, medium armor is kind of meant for if you're going to sign build, and heavy armor is if you're going for vitality. I'm not really sure what we're going yet, so we'll leave them a little bit flexible. Increase maximum toxicity by 30 points. That's if we're going for alchemy, and we don't need it right now. Adrenaline points increase both weapon damage and sign intensity. Don't need to worry about it right now. Adrenaline generation, we're really not worried about. Stamina's low. Signs can be cast using adrenaline points. Again, not really worth looking at right now. Crossbows deal more damage. We're not going a crossbow build, because that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Adrenaline points will be consumed to reduce the toxicity of drinking. Not interested because it says adrenaline. Trick shot. You can shoot 1 additional bolt before you must reload. That's actually pretty good. This one's pretty good because crossbow, quite often there's a lot of like things to do with reloading when you're fighting flying enemies, but we'll leave it for just now. We can kind of get the same benefit by just waiting longer in combat. So yeah, we don't need to do that. Damage dealt by a bomb's explosion generates some adrenaline points. So that's if you're going to kind of bomb build, which could be fun, but not right now. We don't really have any resources. Instead of its previous effect, Battle Trance now increases critical hit chance by 8% per adrenaline point. Not sure what Battle Trance is, but that would change it if we had it. Thrown back can carry more stuff. Tempting, but we can do inventory management. Attack is the best defense, so each defensive action generates adrenaline points. Parries, okay. So that would give us a lot of adrenaline points, although you can't activate it more than every 5 seconds. Yeah. That's not going to be amazing, although I think adrenaline points must be like full point. It must be like 1 point for 1 adrenaline ability or something. Oh no, but this one suggests that you get 8% crit chance per adrenaline point, so I'm not really sure how that works. We'll leave it for just now. Bomb damage is increased by a lot, but number of bombs in slots decrease. So that basically means that your bombs will do a lot more damage, like they pack more of a punch. Not really an amazing thing. We ignore bombs and special bolt effects. That's quite useful if we want to do things like stand in a group of enemies and chuck an explosive bomb. We don't really want to do that. In Gourmet, we know what that is, and places of power ones Bonus from placing power lasts indefinitely. Only one such bonus can be active at a given time. Interesting. Again, not really what we're looking for right now, but could be useful later if there's one buff that we always want. Alchemy. This one's quite interesting as well. This one gives us a lot of things to do with potion thresholds and poisoning blades. Like this is basically like a lot of minor changes to things, but overall they're probably going to be very, very useful. Not entirely sure if we want to go into there. Like, what about the higher level stuff like? So we got things like killing spree if toxicity is above 0, opponents killed increases critical chance for the duration of the fight. That could be really useful. Like, some of these things seem like they could make things go quite well. Okay. Magic. I'm quite liking the magic right now. I'm really liking using Igni as part of our combo. I think that could be really good. Damage dealt by Igni also permanently weakens armor. Oh, interesting. I quite like that. That could be a good first one. And then we have ones that make our weapons better. Now, I am tempted to take this one, which just allows you to deflect arrows, which is always one where I'm like, we could put a point in that. But again, putting a point in that, it's not like in the other games. We say, like, I'll put a point in that, put it in and forget it. Because we only have a maximum of, let's see, 12. Yeah, we only have 12 abilities we can take. So if we want to go really high into signs, but we also want to take that, that loses us one of our other abilities. So there's a little bit of a give and take here. Let's take Igni Sign. I think that's a fair first ability. We can always ditch it if we need to, but it seems like it's generally useful, and it's going to stay useful for a little bit. Right. Anyway, Ms. Lav, nice of you to stand there or wait for us while we were doing our leveling up. Where are we going? Ah, yes, to find Nilfgaardians. Right, come on, Ms. Lav. Yeah, I'm noticing a little bit of stuttering actually going through this area. Wonder what's different about this area than the rest of it. I mean, there's a lot more foliage. Interesting. Oh well, it seems to have cleared up now. I'll try and get that fixed for, like, next couple of episodes. We'll see how it goes. Although there's also a lot of fog. Probably going to need to do some testing. That's the problem with this. Ah, guess the griffin was in over here, right?
'Twas here.
Yes.
One lay there, by the stump, headless. The other hung from a branch, guts splayed, stretching down to...
Ugh.
Watch out for yourself now.
Yeah. We're not going to be quite that callous. We're just going to say, I'll be fine.
I'll be fine. Not the first griffin I've dealt with. Not likely to be the last either.
Hope you're right. Good hunting now.
Okay.
Ground's black, saturated with blood.
Didn't really need to go into this mode to see that.
Nilfgaardians were celebrating. Griffin interrupted them.
Okay. What were they
A
celebrating?
camp.
Okay. More blood. Stuff over there, perhaps. What we got here?
These prints are older and deeper, heavily armored. Nilfgaardians probably.
Okay, so they came from the other side of the bridge. Fair enough, let's run over it. Where do they go? This way? I think so. Is that a bear? Sounds like a bear. Right. Let's head up this way. Keep going. I assume it was up. Yes, up there. How did the Nilfgaardians do that jump in armor? I'm impressed.
Griffin's nest. What remains of it, at least.
Ah, and here's where the Nilfgaardians are.
Corpse is a couple of weeks old. Still alive when the griffin brought him here. Took a long time dying.
Yeah, now he's not covered in red. That's not a Nilfgaardian.
Bones. Horse. Dog. Human. A few months' worth.
Okay. Oh, we got the griffin itself.
Female. Larvae in her wounds have already hatched. Been dead at least a week. Other griffin must be a male.
Okay.
Deep cuts over the whole body. Not a drop of blood on the beak or claws. Didn't defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept.
Well, you could see the logic behind doing that. Definitely don't want to get into a proper fight with one of them.
Beak tips worn. Gray hairs in the coat. 10, 12 years old. Griffins pair off for life when young. Male must be about the same age.
Okay.
Thick shaft, dense barbs. A royal griffin.
Alright.
Explains why the male I ran into was so aggressive. Hunted the Nilfgaardians down here in the forest first, then started prowling the area. Done all I could. Should talk to Vesemir.
Fair enough. What we got here? A Velen longsword and His Imperial Majesty Emir var Emrys. Ooh. Emir var Emrys rules to expand. He has trained his strategic brilliance on a singular vision to conquer the world, though he rightly calls this not conquest but salvation. Yes, the Emperor of Nilfgaard sets the world alight with the torch of civilization. Trampling the still warm corpses of his father's usurpers, the Emperor seized the throne and began to assimilate the northern realms, one after another. Terror engulfed the north. Only the Battle of Brenna slowed the Imperial army's march towards victory. A temporary peace then took hold, though none believed that this mirage would last. Emir's aim, to make the entire north a vassal of Nilfgaard, remained unchanged. Emir used peace as a cover to intensify his political efforts. Now all can see the results. Chaos and disorder devour the Nordling states. Ridden with internal bickering and backstabbing, they near collapse. Only a strong ruler can grapple this dysfunction into function. Only a wise ruler can give vision to their blindness. Only Emir var Emrys can save the north, so our armies have crossed the Yaruga for the third and final time. Ah. Okay. So, yeah, definitely a Nilfgaardian wrote that bit. Well, that's some orens here. And some crowns. Right, so what we want to do is we want to try out this new sword. See if it's better than our current sword. It looks like it's better. Yeah, this is far better. Definitely. Yeah, I think we're good. That is a nice new sword. Okay. How do we get out of here? So it wants us to talk to Vesemir. Do we have any other quests we want to do first? So that's Beast of White Orchard. We're missing an action. So find Dun Vildenvert. Collect them all, and then we have the Devil by the Well. So this one doesn't have a level attached to it. This one does. Devil by the Well, it suggests that we can do now. So let's go try that. Okay. Is that back at the village? Yeah, that is back at the village. What's this? Well, I mean, we're so close to that one. We're gonna go have a look.
Burned. Only a human could do this.
Okay. We're aware a human did it.
Magic. A place of power.
Oh, nice. Grab that. You've gained an ability point. Nice. Okay, so that's another point that we can spend. How many ability points do we have? One available. Put another one into Igni. Make it even better. So it does better with sign intensity. Okay. It also gives us more stamina regeneration. We could put something into another one as well. Erden. So this one would allow us to increase the duration and the number. Okay, number of alternative trap charges 7. Number of standard traps 1. We don't have alternative traps because I think we would unlock them later. Yeah, we'd unlock them there. So, okay, that's useful. Exploding shield. So it pushes opponents back when it breaks. So that's Quen. Not so interested. Target does not move towards Geralt while it's casting Igni. Increases the effectiveness in dialogues. We're not going to use it in dialogue. Increases Ard's range. Okay, we could also mix it up. We could go something in here and just make our... where is it? That one gives us an adrenaline point gain, which could be useful if we want to go into that early. We get strong attack pushed up a little bit if we want to do that as well. The strong attack cannot have... I seem to remember... no, I was thought it had something to do with Well, that one reduces enemy damage resistance, but I thought it had something to do with ignoring armor, but maybe I'm just imagining things. We could also take like a generic talent if we felt that one of those would be useful. Using signs generates adrenaline points, but we'd have nothing to spend it on at that point. Yeah, like focus would be useful. Problem is we need 2 of those to make it useful right now. Let's just take an extra point in this. That'll be fine. We'll upgrade that ability. There we go. Let's stop worrying about it. Which way do we want to go? Well, we're also very near to that one at the edge of the map, so I'm going to go and have a look at that one while we're here as well. Oh, it's a house. Interesting. I'm going to eat some bread while we head over. Just slow ourselves down a little. Oh. Deserters. Well, fair enough. We have destroyed them. Absolutely not a chance. Hello. Just noticed your friends, huh? 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 Ow. Right. Okay. Okay. There we go. Got him. That was easy enough. Grab the loot. Okay, anything else on him? This one. Yeah, we're getting some stuff that's not really good. We're probably going to have to go and sell that at some point. Or drop it. There we go. Grab that stuff. Head back over here. What have we got? Water and Kidwenny Stout. Some cow's milk. Some alchemist powder. Some Evoluce. Oh, there we go. So we got some diagrams for things. Yeah, I like that. That was good. We're well worth coming over here, I think. Yeah, definitely. Pure silver. Nice. Let's get Roach, and then we'll figure out a way back to, well, where we want to be. The village. Right. This way? Yeah, this way will probably do. Just kind of run off into, like, the wilderness here. Let's go over this way. Throw away your sword, Geralt. Enough guardians won't appreciate it. Oh, it's just the way that we came into White Orchard, I think. Maybe? I could be wrong. We're somewhere.
Good woman, is this the road to Vizine?
Oh!
Definitely somewhere. Ooh, Mr. Turning. There we go. Oh, we're at Odolin's house. Perfect. Where is Odolin? Hello.
Greetings, good man. Having trouble with your well? That's what I read.
Aye, 'tis haunted. Has been for a good 20 years.
20? So why'd you put out a notice just now?
'Cause earlier on we drew our water from the river. But so many corpses floating in it after the battle it's turned noxious. My daughter Mandy drank half a pitcher. Fell dreadful ill, can't keep nothing down. She grows worse by the day. Herbalist claims you fight a fever with drink. And not beer nor cider, but water. Clear, pure water. And where am I to get that if not from the well? But first, the ghost's got to be driven away. And it don't let any man near.
Okay.
This ghost. Describe it for me.
Well, it's awful frightening. Awful.
I meant, what does it look like?
It looks like a woman, but fresh from the grave. Wears a dirty dress, all rags, its skin flaking off its bones, and it howls like it's suffering.
Some wraith. Or maybe an alp.
If you don't wallop it, Master, if you don't take care of it, that is, it'll come kill me daughter.
Okay, I'll help you.
Fine, I'll help. Where's this well?
In Havel, a settlement on the heights. It's abandoned now, no one ventures there on account of the ghost being about. Drive it off, please.
Okay, we can do that. Easy enough. Just go up there, drive off the ghost, collect your reward, and be well off, I think. Right. Back the way we came, basically. Oh, there's the hunter's house. You want to say hi?
Good eye to you, good eye.
Yep. That's about as much as we can do. Geralt, where you going? Got a little bit lost on the way to the horse there again. Okay. So it's over this way, I think. Yeah. Okay. Huh. Well, here would be the abandoned village.
The infamous well. A noonwraith. Wonder what it's doing here.
Ow.
Well, how long you gonna make me wait?
Okay, wait a second. I know how to deal with this. I just need to remember the button to open up our... I've forgotten the button to open up our sign menu. That's going to be a problem, I imagine. Yeah. There we go. Got it. I knew I'd get it eventually.
She fled,
Okay.
but she'll be back tomorrow. Something's keeping her here.
Alright. That was a little bit of panic. Grab our bread and have a look around. So what's this?
Noonwraith won't stray too far from the well.
Yeah. Okay.
Noonwraith won't stray too far from the well.
Yeah, I got that. So it might be a reason to go down the well, maybe? Okay. What we got over here?
Bodies dried to a crisp. Signs of burns. Noonwraith did this.
Yeah, got it. We saw the noonwraith, so... anything in here that looks interesting? I mean, there's plenty, but nothing that we necessarily needed. Okay. Anything up this way? A couple of gravestones. Nothing interesting about them? Okay. Nothing over there. In here? Yeah, all that stuff. All that stuff. Okay. Yeah, they're just... no clues there. Must be the other house then. Lot of things left behind here. You know, good for us, I guess. Just free for all. Well, I mean, if it's been abandoned for 20 years, nobody else wants it. Right. Over here? Nope, nothing. This way? Oh, that was money just lying there, but no, it's got a yellow sludge. Okay. Oh, yep, something's in here. Black magic doll. Well, that's a bad sign.
A journal. Might be useful.
27 3 1250. It's happened. Volkir sent a petition of our grievances against the Lord to the court at Vizima. Listed all the harm he's done to us. How he killed Joan for not taking off his cap quick enough. How he trampled our fields when drunk with nary a thought of repayment. How he barged in during Peter's wedding and demanded his right of first night. Now we finally got what we begged Melitelli for in our prayers for so long. The judge recognized our grievances, waived all our bonds and duties to the Lord. We can finally strike out on our own. At last we can live as free men. 12/4/1250. The first day of our freedom. Hovel's not much of a village yet, but to my mind, it's better than the most fantastic palace. Volkir fumed our house with hazelwood smoke to drive out evil, buried a Martian under the gate to make sure no thieves crossed our threshold. Then he gave me a bracelet, loveliest I've ever seen. Mother says it's foolish to spend so much on a bauble when we haven't plows in our hoes, and that we ought to return it to the merchant. Over my dead body, I'll never take it off. It'll always be there to remind me of Volkir, of how happy we were that day. 23/4/1250. They say the Lord is coming to see us. That he wants to make a deal, to beg for us to return to the village. They say he's calm since his son died, that he's not as quick to anger about small slights. We'll see. One way or another, I've no intention to move 1 inch from here. His son, of course, being Julian, who is the person who was in a romantic relationship with the hunter. Yes, if I stretch out the words enough, we'll be able to get there. Right. So, I say we check the well. So, before we do that, a little bit of a quick save. There we go. That seemed to work. Was that somebody hanging? There's somebody hanging up there. Well, that's definitely a bad sign, I'd say. Okay.
A body. Can't reach it from here.
Do I have a crossbow? I do not have a crossbow currently. Okay. How would I get it down? I have an idea. Oh, wait. Can I go? I can go meditation from here, but that's not quite what I wanted to do. I actually wanted to go alchemy. Cannot make any bombs currently. What am I missing? I was like, can I chuck a bomb up there and get it? I need celandine for that bomb. Ah. Okay. Let's have a look down here. Yeah. Dive? That's dive. Okay. There was something down here, wasn't there? Oh, there's the arm. Okay. Ornate bracelet. What have we got over here? Oh, some random stuff. I'll take it. That's the bracelet that we read about. What else have we got in here? Some random plants. Is this the way out? I think... Oh, no. The way out is the way that we stopped off over here, I think. Assuming that's everything. Looks like it is. Yeah. Okay. Let's get out of here.
Lucky not to come up empty-handed. A bracelet with an inscription. To Claire, from Volker. Bracelet must have belonged to the woman in the well.
Yeah. I got there. Okay. So we got to read the entry about noonwraiths in the bestiary. Well, we'll have a look at that. Noonwraiths. Okay. Despite what is commonly thought, peasants do not interrupt their labours at midday to get out of the sun. They do so to avoid noonwraiths. Vlad, Raymond, peasants and their customs. On particularly searing summer days, when the sun reaches its zenith, wraiths will at times appear, resembling sun-scorched women dressed in long white robes. These are noonwraiths, the spirits of young women and girls who died violent deaths right before their weddings. Driven mad with pain or anger, they wander the field searching for their unfaithful lovers or backstabbing rivals, though they will kill anyone who does not get out of their way in time. They are often held in this world by some object of intense emotional significance. That is why, if one ever finds a wedding ring or a torn veil in the middle of a field, one should not pick it up and instead back away as quickly as possible. Noonwraiths are only known to haunt rural areas and usually stay away from the places of their deaths. They prey on peasants working the fields or children playing nearby. Noonwraiths do not bleed and are, for the most part, immune to the effects of witcher signs. They can create mirror images of themselves which circle their victims in a kind of morbid parody of a dance. This ghastly ritual drains their victims' life energy while adding to their own strength. Noonwraiths are also able to manipulate the physical world to a limited degree, kicking up clouds of dust which temporarily blind and disorient their opponents. Noonwraiths can turn immaterial and are at such times very difficult to wound. In order to force a noonwraith to take corporeal form, one must trap it with the Erdn sign or strike it with a moondust bomb. Once the monster has regained physical presence, one can mount a fast attack with Silverblade, preferably one coated in spectre oil. Contrary to popular belief, noonwraiths can also be encountered at night, but are much weaker than during the day.
Something's tied the noonwraith to this place. An object. Something she needs before she'll leave this world.
Well, we already know what that is. That's the bracelet, I think. Yeah. Okay. Well, we know it's the bracelet. We don't need to learn anything more, right? It says find what binds the noonwraith. Yeah. Well, I think we're good. We solved it. Maybe. Which way is out of here? Oh, this way. Right. Right. Get out of this underwater section. I am always impressed that Geralt's hair stays perfect during the entire underwater sections. Although I will admit, I don't have hairworks turned on. So, maybe it does more impressive things then. Get out this way. Oh. Oh, I didn't really mean to pick up that. Anything along here? Let's see if there was anything else. Oh. Yeah, there is another dead body. Another Velen longsword. Is that better than our current one? Or is it the exact same as our current one? It's actually worse than our current one. We must have got a good roll or something. On the loot table. There we go. Grab that. Oh, I saw a red thing pop up over here. Guess not. There we go. Right, so, which way? I think it's this way to get back to the village. Yeah. Looks like it. We're being attacked? No. I think we're good. Okay. Now, do I have any... I don't have any Spectre oil. Can I make any? No, because I'm missing the Aranea. We already found what we need. It's the bracelet. Oh, maybe... Maybe we need something else? Is there something else in here? Oh, possibly.
A man, stabbed with a knife, died on the spot. Animals fed on his body, picked his skeleton clean. More bloodstains over there. But it's not his blood. Bloodstains, barely visible. Someone was dragged this way. Someone who was still alive.
Uh-huh.
Palm prints in blood. Small hands. A woman's. Someone dragged her out. She was wounded. Fought for her life. No body in sight, but might still find some tracks. Under the right conditions, bloodstains can remain visible for decades.
Okay.
Another print by the well.
Were we meant to do this before we went in the well? I'm starting to feel that we might have meant to be. Yeah, we might have meant to be.
Bloodstains. Almost faded. But the line's taut. Something's not right. A corpse, hanged by the bucket rope. Woman the journal belonged to. Must be. Wide pelvis, small jaw. A woman. Around 30, judging by the teeth. Left arm's missing. Need to cremate the remains. Gotta find the object that binds her to this place before I do, though. Was she wearing the bracelet from her husband? Might be why her arm fell off.
You got it, Geralt.
Let's take another look. Lovely craftsmanship, but I'll have to burn it with the body to get rid of the noonwraith for good. Better do it near the well.
Okay, so we could light the
Need
fire
to prepare
now.
for this fight.
However, what we can do is we can wait till night, then do it. That way,
Brew some
like, they'll
wraith
be
oil.
weaker.
Drink some potions.
There we go. Might as well drink a tawny owl, then burn the body.
And the bracelet. Igni.
Ah.
Hey, I think it worked.
It's been a while since we fought one of these. Yeah, since Witcher 1, I think. Well, I mean, we fought some wraiths in Witcher 2, but not any noonwraiths, as far as I remember. Make her Imperial. Come on. She should be weaker because we're at night, I think. There we go. Get a couple of hits while she's still in there. There we go. Nice and simple. We have defeated the Wraith.
She's gone. For good.
Right. Okay, we'll have all of that, including the trophy. I think the trophy equips automatically, but it gives us experience from humans and non-humans. I was kind of not a fan of that in the base game because it meant you just over-leveled things, but with the upscaling for enemies on, I'm absolutely fine. You know, we can level forever, the enemies will level forever. But we also got a mutagen here, which we can place on that one. So it's a green mutagen, which means if we'd got a green thing, if we had an alchemy thing, we'd get a bonus. But right now it gives us 50 vitality and it's our only option, so it seems good to me to just use it. Right. Where are you, Roach? Roach. That's some impressive moonwalking you got going on there, Roach. I have to go see Odelan and tell him the good news. We have cleared the well, so hopefully his daughter will not die. You know, you'd think he'd be happy about that. Well, trapped in that tree. There we go. Let's keep going. Don't hit the Nilfgaardian, he won't appreciate it. Trapped in that tree. What? Do you want to speak in, you know, plain...
Whoa.
Whatever the language everyone else speaks? Temerian? Right. Let's get off here. And... go and speak to Odelan.
Job done. The well was haunted by the ghost of a woman who was killed there. I drove it away.
I just hope every unburied wretch don't start haunting us. Well, that battlefield's gonna cause us a heap of trouble.
If they do, you know who to contact. Meanwhile, Claire, Volker, names ring a bell?
I don't know him. Though I did hear our herbalist Tamira mention a Claire once. Same one, maybe? Your reward, Master Witcher. The gold I'd hid away for Mandy's dowry. Without you, she'd never have lived to wed. Now, let's hope for it, at least.
Thanks.
How about that? Never expected to get a dowry.
Nor did I suppose I'd ever give one to a Witcher. Strange times these, wouldn't you say? Strange and sad.
I mean, I would have said no, but it is kind of our profession, and we don't want to set the wrong kind of, you know, tone here. We want to... it is what we do. We kill monsters for money. If we don't get the money, we're kind of missing out on a little bit of that, aren't we? Right. So, I don't want to talk to Vesemir yet. I want to go and see the herbalist, actually, again. Before we end up for today, because... wait. That's the herbalist. Because apparently the herbalist knew Claire. So, hopefully we get something from that. Or at least a little bit of more knowledge about what happened. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Right. Is it this way? Jump.
Faster.
Well done. Good job. Good job, Roach. Right, this way. Let's just go run into the sheep. Just, it amuses me. There we go. Right. That'll probably have annoyed the shepherd who's looking after them. Anyway. Right. Where are we going? Herbalist. Get off of that. And... hello.
Yes?
Right. Did you ever know a woman named Claire?
Listen, ever heard of a woman named Claire? Lived around here?
Heard of her? A mild way to put it. Claire was a friend. The only person dear to me in all of White Orchard. Until her husband, Volker, quarrelled with the lord of the manor. He then gathered the family, moved out into the woods to start a new settlement. The lord and his retinue rode there to convince them to return. They were to be civil. No forcing, no bloodshed. But you saw. Word is Claire said something about the lord's son, Florian. Something that made the lord furious. But who knows the truth?
Lots of misfortune for such a small village.
'Tis so in every village. Even the smallest. You need only ask. But let's not end on a teary note. Here, a bit of solace.
Aha. Fantastic. Oh. And Lena's all good. She's ready to go. No. 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 She's out of it. She's dead. Oh. Oh, okay. She's back to being near death. Weird. Anyway, I think that we are going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.